Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live. I am your commish, Ben Klein, and here we are again, live from the middle of a tropical storm, which is upon us outdoors. Tropical Storm Hermine. We were under Tropical Depression 9, and now it has a name. It's gotten more power, so things are about to get interesting around my crib in the next day or so. So how is everybody doing? We are back for another night, another edition. Let's give out the call-in number. Nobody ever calls, but hey, you never know. Maybe tonight's the night. So, if you feel like calling, got something you want to say, call on in. Tonight we will continue our pre-draft breakdown and predictions. We will again revisit these predictions on next Tuesday's post-draft show and see if anyone moves up or down in my predictions based on their draft performance. Tonight we are going to start with the Wild West Division. In the Wild West Division, if one team was to be listed as a division favorite, I would have to say it would be Stinky Pinky. They have won 3 division crowns, as well as being the 2013 league champion. They missed the playoffs last year due to the tiebreaker rule that was changed this year. And they are hungry to return to the postseason after missing it last season. So I would say they're probably the favorite coming out of the gate to take this division. Donkey Punch is also a former champ. Although, if you take away the 1 year they caught lightning in a bottle, they have not been an overly strong team every year on a consistent basis. Tama Tears is the defending division champ, making their first playoff appearance last year. Are they moving towards the top of the division, or will they fall back to old form this season? I would say that is the big question for them. The old adage, are they a contender or a pretender? One season last year, they won the division, no playoff wins, came out of that. That was been their only playoff appearance. So, is there more to come building off of last year? We'll have to wait and see. King Salami is obviously the biggest question mark in this division. We have no idea what level of play they're going to bring to the table. Obviously, time will tell, because most first-year owners typically in our league historically have struggled the first season. Then the 5th team in this division, Roid Ragers. There are only a handful of teams still in the league from our first season in 2009. They are Hardcore Challenge OG. They've been around since the beginning. But they have never made the playoffs in the previous 7 seasons in the Hardcore Challenge. Why in the world would anyone think this year would be any different for the Roid Ragers? So, my predictions for the Wild West Division this year, looking at the keepers, past performances, league history, statistics, are as follows. I see Roid Ragers sticking to their subpar form and finishing in the cellar. I don't think that's a shocker. It just seems to be they're going to stay the course and ride it out in the bottom again this year. I do not believe they turn things around, and I do believe they struggle again this season, start to finish. Tama Tears, I'm sorry, I do not see them returning as division champs, and they will finish second to last this season. They will be a sub-500 team. And I see the new team in the division, King Salami, finishing middle of the road. I do believe the learning curve is going to get them through the course of the season. They'll finish out with an okay season, but going to finish right in the middle of the division. Never really a playoff threat, always close enough to stay in the conversation, but never really getting there. The division crown in the Wild West, I believe, is going to come down to a 2-dog fight till the end. I see it being very close between Donkey Punch and Stinky Pinky, with Stinky Pinky claiming their 4th division crown. Donkey Punch will just miss out on the division crown and the last wild card spot and end up on the outside looking in. That's how I see it breaking down in the Wild West. Stinky Pinky, division champion. Now, moving over to the Dirty South, other division we're going to rip through tonight. Overall, I see this division this season as one of the stronger divisions. I think the Dirty South and the Great White North will both send two teams to the postseason and be the two stronger divisions out of the four this season. Typically in past seasons, seems like the divisions have been broken down power-wise through the course of the season. It's just seemed the way it's worked out. There seem to be two weaker divisions, two stronger ones. It just seems to be the way it's worked out historically year to year, and I don't see that to be any different this year. Beaver Street Roar won their first division crown in the Dirty South last year, as well as gaining their first playoff win, with putting up over 200 points in their first round playoff game. They look to come back strong again this year. The Gents are looking to bounce back as well after just missing the playoffs last season with an 8-6 record. They were fighting Beaver Street Roar down the stretch for the division crown, and they just lost out on it by one game. They have not made the playoffs since their only appearance in 2012 as a co-owned team at that time, co-owned with current owner of Pale Horseman. They have not made it in the last three seasons, so you know they're hungry to get back there as well. Big Mac Attack missed the playoffs last year after winning the division the year before. We're the only team in division to make a Super Bowl appearance, and missed the playoffs last year. Looking to return to playoff form again this season. Last team in the division is Renegade Misfits. Renegade Misfits has never made the playoffs since joining the league in 2011. Their big question is this the year they challenge for a division crown? Obviously, they've been building this team for several years now. We would hope they would have built it now to the point that they're ready to contend this season. That will remain to be seen. Dez caught it. Obviously, they're coming in with a plethora of first-round picks based off of the trades they made last season, as well as the shitstorm of a season they had last year. Put them with the number one overall pick. They have that distinction coming in as well. Although their keepers are very weak, their first-round picks give them a tremendous opportunity to grab some serious power. So I think if they have any real solid ownership, they should be good this year. But that remains to be seen. We will see. My prediction for the Dirty South is for an all-out dogfight in this division. I see Renegade Misfits, unfortunately, sticking to previous form and sitting in the basement. I see a tooth-and-nail fight between the other four, though. Till the final weeks of the season, I see Dez Caught It and the Gents slip just enough in the final weeks to miss the playoffs. Beaver Street Roar will win a back-to-back Dirty South division crown, while Big Mac Attack just misses out in the last week, claims the last wild card spot as the division comes down to it in the last game. I think Beaver Street Roar takes it this season. That's my picks. So to recap my predictions, Wild West, I believe Stinky Pinky and no other will win the division, and no other teams will make the playoffs. I believe the Dirty South will be won by Beaver Street Roar, and yours truly will take the final wild card spot, Big Mac Attack. That's how I see it breaking down in those divisions. So just to throw it back with what I think it's going to happen and break it all down. Great White North, I believe Skull Crushers is going to take the division. I'm thinking Arby's claiming the wild card spot. I believe Oski Assassins will take the Elite East again. I believe Stinky Pinky will take the Wild West. Beaver Street Roar will win the Dirty South with yours truly, Big Mac Attack, taking the final wild card spot. That will be your field of 6. We will revisit that after you guys get a chance to fill in the rest of your pieces to your puzzle with the draft this season that is coming up Monday, Labor Day night, folks. This coming Monday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you got your draft board ready. Make sure you are ready. The season is here. Draft day is right around the corner, guys. Get your stuff ready. We will be having a post-draft breakdown and predictions show the next Tuesday, right after the draft. The following night, we'll be breaking down what how everybody did in their draft, tweaking our predictions for the divisions, getting ready for the season. Next Wednesday's episode will be our first Game of the Week special. Every Wednesday will be the slot we use for our Game of the Week breakdown. That will be when we highlight our Game of the Week and break down the matchup. It will be every Wednesday. Our Tuesday shows will just be our weekend recap of the games and the closeouts of the week before. Guys, Hardcore Challenge 2016 is here. Draft is Monday. Let's get ready. It's going to be the best season we ever had. Followed by next year, which will be even better. Followed by the 10th year after that, which is going to be even better. Keeps growing, keeps changing, keeps evolving. 2016's here. I'm ready for some football. I know you guys are too. Hardcore Challenge 2016. Good luck and game on.